in today's video I am going to be talking about how to study for an exam that encompasses many subjects. So let's say you have an exam that also includes physics, accounting, law, and maths all in one test, or if you're studying for different exams on the same day. So let's say on Monday you have at 9 a law exam, at 11 a math exam, and later in the day at 2 you have a psychology exam. So that type of thing. If you're in that problem, I got your back. Let's do this. Now the first thing that I find extremely difficult when you are studying for such exams or such situations is the danger of mixing up the topics. So it just seems like so much in the math and the physics and the algebra, just like, and you don't know what any theory belongs to, what subject it belongs to, and it just becomes confusing and it just looks extremely big. So you have a lot to read, you have a lot to sort through, and it's just one bunch. This is the big danger. Don't bunch everything up. This leads to my first tip, which is separate your subjects, separate your topics. So don't just have physics, law, math, chem all in one pile. It's gonna seem confusing, it's gonna seem much. Separate them. Physics over there, math over there, bio over there, it's all separate. It has to be separate in your mind. Visually, you have to just like, they're not connected. Even if they are, they're not connected. It's gonna help you out. The second tip I have for you is to create cheat sheets or like study sheets for each discipline. Because exams that are like ginormous and have a lot of subjects in them, let's say if you're studying for your GMAT, it has like a verbal portion and then a math portion and then an oral or something like that. They cannot go too much into detail with each subject. So this is a plus for you. So it means you can focus on general key terms, general theories, general names, and just go big or go home. Don't go into detail. So that's kind of like a plus for you. However, if you're studying for like different exams altogether in one day, that's completely different and it's harder because they might go into detail. So I'm thinking about doing a completely separate video on that because it's a different ball game, if you know what I mean. But just for argument's sake, let's just say that your exam has different subjects. This is very yay for you because, like I mentioned, they will go general. So on your cheat sheets, just focus on key terms, things that stick out, because they won't go too much into detail. They might touch it a little bit just to mess with you, but basically they'll stay on the surface because, hey, teachers know it's a lot of subjects in one exam, so it can be very stressful. Another advice I have to you is just to stress out the difference of subjects, and that is use different colors for different topics. This is a plus if, like before I mentioned, you're studying for different exams in one day, not just one exam with different topics, but like let's say physics, everything's gonna be green, you're highlighting, you're like underlining in your notes, they're all green. In math, everything's in blue, and in like bio, everything's in red. So that way, in your brain, when you see red, you immediately think biology, and you're not gonna mix the theories. Sometimes they repeat themselves, sometimes they like overlap, or sometimes they contradict, which is the weirdest and like most annoying thing, because a theory can sound this definition and then this definition, but it's the same thing. Just separate them with colors. This is very helpful. And why I'm putting so much stress on separating these is because you don't want to get confused while you're doing the exam. You don't want to have too much info in your brain because you're going to be like, oh my god, I don't remember. Was this math? Was this bio? What is this? Like, I don't know. The point of separating everything and making everything so clearly like distinguishable is that during an exam, when you see a keyword that reminds you of, let's say, biology or the biology section, a drawer will open up in your mind and all the biology terms and notions will pop up. So everything red is gonna stand out. That way you can have that file open and not the blue one and the green one too. So that way you can focus on one thing at hand. Whereas if you just bunch everything up, you're gonna have too much information, you're gonna confuse everything, and it's gonna appear insanely hard to manage and to answer those questions. And finally, my last advice is to practice. So make practice tests for yourself First off, for each discipline. So make a test only for chemistry, make a test only for biology, and make a test only for math. And then do them separately. It is very important that you do this step first, just so you know what you master and what you should focus more on. Let's say on math you got 100%, you know, you're good. On biology you got 40%. Uh-oh, I should study more biology. So this is super helpful just to see where your weak points are. I know if you have a lot of exams on the same day, or even a lot of subjects in the same exam, one of them's gonna suffer more. So don't expect to get 100 in all the disciplines, but mind you, bringing up to 85 each, 80 each, and you will be a-okay. Afterward, when you've done your practice test for each discipline, make a boom test. So like mix all the disciplines in one test. This is crucial because it's gonna help you prepare for the exam. The exam is gonna have everything mixed up, and I'm telling you, I did have actually 3 or 4 exams in the same day. I had statistics, behavioral neuroscience, cognition, and social psychology in one day, and it was insane. So I know what it's like. Just, it's very important that you separate everything, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, all the material started to like look the same to me, and that's what you should not do. But don't give up. You're gonna do it, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna get those A's and those B pluses, and we're all gonna come back here next week and just high five ourselves. High five. So with that being said, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to me if you like what you see. I will definitely see you in my next video. Bye guys!